Hey everyone, welcome to Health Talks with Bokz. My name is Bokz. I talk about health here. So in July, I did quite a bit when it comes to the core, telling you all the muscles of the core, where the core is, and what those muscles are meant to do in terms of stabilizing you, and then as well as helping you do your activities of daily living. So just to recap, the core is pretty much our center. It helps us distribute forces between the lower body and the upper body, as well as take off a lot of strain from the lower back. So if the core is weak, the lower back takes strain, and the lower back that's taking strain can cause lower back pain as well as joint injuries and all that. Also, if the core is weak, you may struggle to do some activities of daily living, like reach for something and grab it without struggling to do it, as compared to if your core was strong. So today I want to give you guys about 9 exercises that you can do to strengthen the core, starting with the main stabilizer, which is your transversus abdominis, and everything you can do to make sure that that is stabilizing. And then I'll also give you exercises to work the muscles of the stomach region, the back region, and the bum region of the core. Alright guys, let's get into this video. Alright, so starting with your TA, which is transversus abdominis, making sure that that is activated throughout. So it is meant to activate before you do other activities, making sure that your hip joint is stabilized so that it is not overworking when, for example, walking or doing stuff like that. So you can do it seated. I prefer to do it lying down, the activity that we're going to do, and that is known as TA activation. So it's learning how to activate that muscle and get used to it working all the time. Alright, so I'm going to go into my back for this. So you're going to lie on your back, and cool. You're going to feel with your hands, you should feel your hip bone like protruding out here. What you're going to do is you're going to walk 2 fingers in and 1 finger down. Okay, so 2 fingers in, 1 finger down, and you're going to cough. You should feel this muscle that bulges up. That's your TA, alright? So keeping your fingers on that point, you want to activate your TA by either holding your pee, coughing, whatever you want to do to make it activate. As you get used to it, you will be able to activate it without having to initiate another movement. And once you've activated it at 100%, you want to try get it to about 40% activation. Quite a difficult thing to do and focus on it. But once it's at 40, you just want to hold it there. Keep it there and hold it throughout. Try breathing in and out, holding that activation. If you lose it, just go back, activate fully, go back down to 40, and breathe through it. Alright, so that's TA activation. Your TA should be activated, or should be active or working, I guess, all day, every day when you're doing your activities at that 30 to 40% throughout. Not at 100 because you don't want to get too tired. Alright, so every activity that you are going to do from now on, you have to make sure that TA is activated before you do it. So the next activity that you can do that works on TA activation, making sure that you're used to activating it, as well as strengthening your pelvic floor, part of the core, is heel slides. Alright? So what you're going to do is you're going to activate TA again and hold it at 40% activation. Once you've done that, you're going to slide your leg down, keeping the activation throughout, and bring your leg back. You'll notice that if you don't keep the activation, your hip will go up and back down. So you want to make sure that your hip stays stable throughout, and it's more flattened than going in that arch, making too much of a space underneath you. Alright, then you're not using your core, you're overworking your lower back. So activate, slide down, bring back up. Okay, so that's heel slides. Nice exercise that you can do. And then another one that you can do that is more challenging for TA is known as toe taps. So in this exercise, you're going to have your legs up at 90 degrees. You'll feel now that your TA is pretty much activated, but what you want to do is make sure that it stays activated throughout. And what you're going to do is you're going to tap your toe or your heel down on the floor, bring it back up, and then swap to the other side. Again, you don't want to roll your spine too much. You want to make sure that your lower back stays flat on the floor or the bed, wherever you're doing it. So tap, 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 tap. Alright. So that is TA activation and all the exercises you can do to make sure that TA is nice and strong and you're getting used to keeping it activated while moving your legs in different ways. Next, we're going to move on to our lovely six-pack and V-line muscles that we all love. I'm going to show you 3 exercises for that as well. So again, on your back, we're just going to start with a simple crunch. Nice and easy, not too difficult to do. You're going to have your arms or your hands resting on your thighs. And what you want to do is you want to use your core to lift your shoulders off the floor. And what will happen is your fingers will slide up towards your knees. So try not to go too far up past your knees, because then you're starting to do a sit-up. Alright, so making sure TA is activated. Once it's activated, go up and back down. See, what's happening is you're using your core to bring you up. You're not assisting with your arms or swinging up to get up. That's why your arms have to stay on your thighs. So activate TA, roll up, go back down. Alright, the next exercise also works on these lovely six-packish muscles, but it's going to focus more on the side muscles, the external and internal obliques. What I want you doing for this exercise is you're going to have your arms behind your heads or just by your ears. Alright, what you're going to do is you're going to try and touch the right elbow with the left knee, or the opposite elbow, opposite knee together, going into a crunch to do that. So I'm going to straighten my leg. I'm going to go up, crossing my body to get these two to touch, and go back down. Alright, and other side. If you saw, I wasn't really using my arms or my head to really lift me up. I was focusing all the movement on my core. Alright, the next exercise is my absolute favorite. It's called a dead bug. For this, you're going to have your knees up at 90 again. If you want, you can also have your legs straight, right? Then your arms are also going to be up, all right? So in this position, TA is activated, nice and tight. What you want to do is you want to drop your opposite arm and leg down towards the floor, keeping the other ones static, or the word leaves me, keeping the other ones where they are, essentially. All right, so dropping opposite arm and leg towards the floor, bring them back up. And other side. All right, those are the stomach exercises. All right, next we're going to move on and we're going to do the hip or the bum region, starting with the main stabilizer for the back as well. Is your back stabilizers multifidus, and it goes on each vertebra all the way up from the hips to the top, to just below your skull. All right, so we're going to stabilize that. And that exercise is a bridge, a pelvic lift, a hip lift. It's known in different names, but how you do it will determine what you're really working. It does also work your glutes though. Okay, and then we'll do 2 other mover type of exercises for the back and the glutes. So again, on your back, knees pointing to the ceiling. We're going to do our glute bridge. Okay, what you want to do is roll your spine, essentially one vertebra by one vertebra, as you lift your bum up. So what's going to happen is you're going to start with flattening your lower back, all right? In this position, TA is already activated, and then going one vertebra by one vertebra, lifting off the ground until I'm shaking a lot, hello, until you reach the top, and then going back down one vertebra at a time. Alright, and relax. Doing it again, rolling, starting with the bottom of the spine, going all the way up, lifting all off the ground, and then back down. And let's do one more. Lifting slowly off, focusing one vertebra at a time. Squeezing the buttocks. And going back down. Alright, that is the first exercise. Works on the back chain really, making sure that that stabilizes. Next, we're going to work on the hip stabilizer, glute medius or gluteus medius. Right, muscle on the side that makes sure that your leg swings out to the side, and it is what you need to be stable when you're walking and running and standing and all that. So for this exercise, you're going to lie on your side with your bottom knee, or the bottom knee bent. Alright, lying on your side. What you want to do is you want to sort of roll yourself forward. So what I normally do is I bring the other arm, the one that's going up towards the ceiling, forward, and I rest it on the ground in front of me, and now my body shifted forward. It's not shifting backwards. In this position, You're gonna raise your leg up and back down. TA still activated throughout. Alright, and you'll feel your muscle here working. Don't want to roll there or just straight, making sure that that's nice and tight. Alright, last exercise, it's called bird dog. Yes, bird dog. Don't know why, but it is. So for this exercise, you're going to be on your hands and knees. You want to make sure that your shoulder is above your wrist, hips above your knees. Hoping that I'm in the correct position. Feel like I am. What you're going to do is similar to a bird, to a dead bug, just in the opposite direction. Now, so the reverse dead bug, essentially. So you're going to lift your opposite arm and leg up as well in this exercise. Again, here you don't want your spine to be all rolled and relaxed, because then you're not activating TA. TA has to be activated throughout. So flat back throughout the exercise. So lifting opposite arm and leg up. As you can see, my leg is not flying up there, because once I do that, I'm then using my back and not my glute to keep myself up. So opposite arm and leg up, bring back down, and other side. Again, not all the way there. You have to think or act like there's a tray with milk and tea and coffee and sugar resting on your hips, and you don't want it to fall. Alright. So go where your bum stops you, and where your arm stops you as well. Alright guys, those are 9 exercises that you can do to strengthen your entire core. We have covered pretty much all the muscles, almost all the muscles within the core, and you know, it's more important ones than stabilizers that are the most important for you to start with. I need to start exercising. It's been a while. But I hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you can, try to do these exercises like twice a week for 30 minutes. So what you can do is you can do 15 of one, take a break, 15 of the next, and go along, and then stop at 30 minutes, or you can break it up and do 3 sets of 5, 1 set of 15, however you want to go. Just try and exercise and make sure that your core is nice and strong so that you can do other activities with ease. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Next is Women's Month, so we will be moving on to health conditions that women are more prone to. Alright, have a great one. See you guys soon. Bye. Sorry, allergies. But thanks guys for watching. If you want to see more videos, do click on one of them over here, or if you want to see my channel, do click on the little round thingy at the bottom of this page thing. Alright guys, I will definitely see you soon with a new video about my life, my journey, or health condition. Enjoy, hop on board, subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.